Let me say something that might mess with you a little. Anxiety doesn't start when your heart races. It doesn't start when your chest feels tight. It doesn't even start when your thoughts spiral at 2 a.m. That's just where you notice it. That's the alarm, not the fire. And most people spend their whole lives trying to silence the alarm without ever looking for the smoke. Pause. Think about the last time you felt anxious. Really think. It probably didn't come out of nowhere. It just felt like it did. You were fine, then suddenly, you weren't. Your body sped up, your mind grabbed a story, and you thought, what's wrong with me? But here's the uncomfortable truth. Anxiety almost never starts in the moment you panic. It starts way earlier, quietly, subtly, in places we don't think to look. And that's why so many people feel stuck with it, because they're fighting the wrong moment. Let me show you what I mean. Most people think anxiety is caused by stress, deadlines, money, relationships, the world. And sure, those can trigger it, but triggers aren't causes. They're just the last straw. Anxiety builds when your nervous system has been whispering and you haven't been listening, not because you're weak, not because you're broken, because you're human. Let's rewind. Think about your average day. You wake up, check your phone, already tense. You rush through the morning, skip breakfast, or eat standing up. Your shoulders are up near your ears and you don't even notice. You sit for hours, your jaw clenched, your breath shallow. You push through fatigue, ignore hunger, ignore stiffness, ignore the tightness in your chest. You tell yourself, I'll deal with it later. Later never comes. Then one small thing happens. A message, a thought, a mistake, and suddenly, boom, anxiety. But that moment wasn't the beginning. It was the breaking point. Your nervous system had already been overloaded, running hot for days, sometimes weeks. Anxiety is often the body saying, I've been talking to you, you just haven't heard me. Pause. This is where people usually get defensive. They say, so what? I'm supposed to live stress-free? No, that's not how life works. This isn't about avoiding stress. It's about ending the constant disconnection from your body. Because anxiety doesn't grow from chaos alone. It grows from neglect. Not dramatic neglect, subtle neglect. The kind that looks like being functional. The kind that gets praised. You're productive, reliable, always pushing through. And inside, your nervous system never gets a break. Here's the twist most people miss. Anxiety isn't always a fear response. Sometimes it's a fatigue response. Your system is tired of being on guard, tired of holding tension, tired of unfinished stress cycles. So it fires an alarm. Heart racing, restlessness, racing thoughts. Not to hurt you, to get your attention. That's why logic rarely fixes anxiety. You can tell yourself, I'm safe, but your body doesn't feel safe because it hasn't been treated safe. Safety isn't a thought, it's an experience. And this is where everything shifts. If anxiety doesn't start in the panic moment, then relief doesn't either. You don't calm anxiety by waiting for it to explode and then trying to calm down. You calm anxiety by catching the buildup, by repairing the relationship between you and your nervous system. And no, this isn't about deep breathing for 30 minutes or becoming a monk. This is about micro habits, tiny moments of reconnection that tell your body, I'm here, you don't have to scream. Let me give you a few. Not to fix you, to support you. First one, notice tension without trying to change it. That's it. Once or twice a day, pause and ask, where am I holding right now? Jaw, shoulders, stomach, hands. Just notice. Don't force relaxation. That can backfire. Awareness alone often starts the release. Second, finish stress cycles. Your body completes stress through movement, not thinking. A slow stretch, a walk around the room, rolling your shoulders, shaking out your hands. 30 seconds counts. You're telling your nervous system, the moment passed. You can stand down. Third, create tiny endings. Anxiety loves open loops, unfinished tasks, constant input, no closure. Close the laptop intentionally. Put your phone face down. Turn off one light and pause. End something on purpose. Your body learns safety through rhythm. Fourth, breathe, but not like you're trying to calm down. Just slow the exhale. Inhale naturally, longer exhale. That's it. Longer exhales tell your nervous system we're not being chased. And here's the important part. None of these work because they eliminate anxiety forever. They work because they reduce baseline tension. So when life happens, and it will, your system doesn't tip over as easily. That's real regulation. Now, let me say something gently. If you've been living in survival mode for a long time, anxiety might feel like your personality, like, this is just how I am. It's not. It's how your nervous system adapted to get you through something, and adaptation can be unlearned. Slowly, kindly, without forcing, without shame. You don't need to be calmer, you need to feel safer in your body. And safety doesn't come from control, it comes from consistency. Tiny signals repeated often. That's why micro habits matter more than breakthroughs. Your nervous system trusts repetition, not intensity. So if anxiety keeps showing up in your life, maybe it's not asking you to fight harder. Maybe it's asking you to listen sooner, before it has to shout. And here's the open loop I want to leave you with. If anxiety doesn't start where you think it does, what else in your life might be starting earlier than you realize? Burnout?